Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing? Howdy kids, I'm Q the Costa Rican, and today we're back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet ranked 3v3 Battle Stadium singles. How you doing? Howdy kids? We're in ranked. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I said violent instead of violet. I have very hard time pronouncing violet really fast. Scarlet and Violet, Scarlet and Violet. No. Anyways, as you saw the last ranked 3v3 battle video, we tried out Mono Electric, and it was really fun. We actually won all 3 games on the back of Terra Ice Sandy Shocker. It's pretty sick. But today, this time around, we're going with Mono Ground, and we got probably some of the best ground boys and girls that you could find in Paldea. So, up first, we got the homie Choice Scarf Arena Trap Dougie. So if you don't know what Arena Trap does, it traps them in the arena. I think if you're a ghost type and if you're a flying type, you're not trapped. So that's a thing. But regardless, everyone else will be trapped. I wonder if you can Terra Flying and then switch out. I actually don't. I'm curious to see that announcement, that interaction. Regardless, we do have Edge Quake, Body Slam, Sucker Punch. Didn't know what else coverage move. I was thinking about Rock Blast over Body Slam, but you never know. There could be a win con where like I need to get a Body Slam para in order for like somebody else to outspeed, and then like that's my win con. You know, it could be there. And then also you might be like Sucker Punch, Choice Scarf. Wow, would you do that? You never know. You never know when you might need it. Up next, we have Super Duper Omega Fizz Def Garchomp. I'm talking Impish Nature, Max Fizz Def, Max HP, Impish Nature. I already said that. We have Earthquake, Dragon Tail, and Rocks, because Rocks are actually, ironically enough, I know I kind of, like, not complain, but I kind of, like, make fun of, like, Rocks as a strategy in 3v3s, but it actually is pretty necessary for this team to get kills, or knockouts, my bad. But yeah, Earthquake, Dragon Tail, just for dual stab, Dragon Tail to get out some of the setter-uppers that we like to call. And then we have Rough Skin plus Rocky Helmet and Endure to make sure we get all the chip in the world on the physical attackers that we possibly could need. I actually, funny enough, in practice on Pokemon Showdown, which I will say is typically not a really good indication of how a team's gonna perform, but it still is. It is still like, you know, I mean, testing out the team, see what works, see what doesn't. We ended up being able to 1v1 a Mimikyu that was obviously faster than us because we don't have any speed invested. We were able to switch in on it as it Shadow Sneaked, and then it dropped it down to like 60 or something, and then we broke its disguise as they what's it called, Shadow Clawed, or is it, or they, no, I think, pretty sure they play rough and just did knock us out. And then because of Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet, breaking the disguise chip, and Life Orb chip, we were able to 1v1 the Mimikyu and live on 1 HP after enduring on the following turn. So it's pretty cool. If that comes up, that could be really funny. But yeah, this is our Fizz. This is like our blanket Fizz Death check to some of the physical attackers that are running around, especially if they make contact with us, which would be really nice to get some Rocky Helmet / Rough Skin chip. Up next, we got the homie Iron Treads and Great Tusk. Our Iron Treads is more of the defensive version. We have quite a bit of Spadef invested to be able to guarantee live a Specs, Flutterman's, Terrafire, Mystical Fire, and then Revenge with Earthquake. Also, if it almost just choked on something. Also, if it's just a regular Fluttermane, Ironhead always kills. We don't have a whole lot of attack investment, but regardless, Ironhead will always kill. Ice Spinner is for the pesky Dragonites and or other dragons running around, and then Rapid Spin is able to get rid of hazards and could also help us potentially just win in an endgame where we need to be faster than the other Pokemon while also getting a knockout. We are speed tying with Jolly Max Speed Garchomp. I didn't plan that. It's just what happened. And I was like, you know what? We're going to keep it on there. But yeah, we do speed tie with the Max Speed Garchomp. I felt pretty safe with like not like caring about that. Because one, I have my Garchomp to be able to 1v1 offensive Garchomps if that's what they are. And if it's defensive, we're going to outpace it regardless anyways. You know what I mean? And a lot of them have just been running no speed. And today we're going to try out the no speed Garchomp. Up next, we have the win con. The homie Great Tusk with the weakness policy. So he does have 2 signature moves, not signature moves, he has 2 stab moves that lower your defenses. So is weakness policy the best policy? Probably not, but regardless, we can definitely rapid spin before we get hit by a super effective hit, and as long as it's physical, we're most likely gonna tank it, and then proc our weakness policy. Now we're +2 attack, +1 speed, most likely outpacing everything that's not booster energied, and just knocking things out with Headlong Rush and Close Combat. I'm really eager to try out the Great Tusk. I think it could actually do like quite a bit of work. And he's got a lot of physical, like natural physical bulk. So I feel like I'm very confident in that it could live some physical hits, proc that weakness policy, and then, you know, just wreck house. Up next, we got one of my favorite ground types in the game, Palossand. If Torterra was in the game, he would be my favorite, but it's not, and here we are using Palossand. Just standard choice specs that we've been using thus far. We can trick a few walls if we need to, but even so, I mean, Palossand kind of like bops the walls with its dual stab. Well, mainly just Earth Power, so not necessarily needing to trick. I haven't actually been in a scenario where I prefer to trick over just clicking specs Earth Power, so we'll see how that turns out, how that transpires in these future battles. And last but not least, we have the homie Gastrodon, because if you hadn't noticed, the team gets bibbity boop bopped by Bundler. So we do have Terrafire Gastrodon to be able to be immune to the water type attacks, as well as resist the freeze dry that will be coming if it's not choice lock. So we ended up going with Surf, Earth Power, Ice Beam. I had Terra Blast on this at first, but then I was in a lot of scenarios where I thought that Ice Beam, like not needing to Terra, but also being able to still hit the grass types would be really nice. So I was like, screw it, let's just get Ice Beam on there. It'll be okay. And then recover, obviously, for longevity. But that is the Squadron that we're going to be taking on into the Rank 3v3 ladder today. Can we get some wins with Mono Ground? I think with all the bundles running around, it could be a little bit harder than usual. But who knows, you know? I'm very optimistic about this team, and I did it with Mono Electric very quickly. So let's see if we can get just 3 battles with Mono Ground and get it going. We'll see you all. Wait, what am I saying? If you want to use the team ID, it's up in the right-hand corner, HXS7WP, and the WP stands for Weakness Policy. That's actually really dope. I didn't even notice that until I said it out loud. I hope you all enjoy the battles. Alright, and here we are with the first battle. We do see a Mimikyu, so will that Garchomp scenario come up? I don't know. I am going to lead off with it because we do kind of want to get some rocks up. The Iron Moth looks a bit problematic, especially if it has a grass move, but I do still like Gastrodon here for things like Goldengo and the Garganical. Even though I don't think you'd bring Garganical against Mono Ground. And then either Iron Treads or Great Tusk for the aforementioned Dragonite. I didn't mention it at all, but now I am. For the Dragonite. Does Great Tusk speed tie with Goldengers? I feel like it does. I think they're both like 87, no? They are both... No, they're not. Okay, so I do outpace it. So I could, after a Rapid Spin, is that the best way to do it? The only scenario I'm seeing that I don't like... Actually, getting Dugtrio in on Iron Moth would be pretty sick, because then we can definitely knock it the fuck out. But then if they're like Dragonite, that's a problem. I thinking I might end up... I'm gonna go Great Tusk, I think. If I can Rapid Spin on something that's not a Ghost type, it's so... Oh, we're gonna do it. We'll see. I think Garchomp might be able to just win this one. If they like lead Mimikyu, have Iron Moth as I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna get up Rocks turn 1 most likely. And we'll see how it goes. Could just be like a lead Annihilate. Okay, it's lead Iron Moth. Perfect. So yeah, we're gonna just Dragon Tail, I guess. Especially if they're booster. They are booster. I don't think I die. Just because, I mean, they strengthen special. Yep, okay. I don't think I die to Iron Moth. Any one hit. Iron Moth offensive. Let's give them... unless they're Terra Ice, of course. Let's give them D-Gleam. Yeah, I don't die, and Dragon Tail does quite a bit. I would really like to get up Rocks, though. But I'm going to Dragon Tail. And see if they want to Terra Grass. If they Terra Grass, which they are they're gonna Terra something. If they Terra Fairy, then they got me. I don't know what else to do. You know what I mean? But if they Terra Grass, which I'm more than expecting. Yep, Terra Grass. Okay, perfect. So yeah, we shouldn't get knocked out here, I don't think. Energy Ball. I mean, whatever happens is about to happen. But yeah, I don't think Energy Ball would knock us out. Flame Charge. Even better. We're getting massive chip on them. Massive chip. Massive chip. Absolutely massive chip. Because now they die to another Dragon Tail. And we do land, which is perfect. Show me Mimikins. So then I can get up Rocks. I guess I don't necessarily need the Rocks now. But it would be really good for Dragonite, because a lot of them don't run Boots. And it's this thing. Alright, perfect. So yeah, we can easily get up Rocks here. And I can just keep Dragon Tailing, I guess. Earthquake would probably be pretty decent against this, I would assume. Garganical. If there's Spadef, uninvested Earthquake does 2 KO. So yeah, they're gonna Salt Cure. I suppose I will just hit this with Earthquake again. Although, if they do have Dragonite, I would kind of like to keep this around. I have Yooo to deal with this, and also deal with the Iron Moth as I Terra. And then I gotta hope Yooo can 1v1 the Dragonite. And they can't Terra normal. So yeah, never mind. This is actually fine. We're gonna Earthquake. They protect. What a loser. Could have got Gastrodon in super free. It's fine. They're chipping me down, but I got a lot of HP. You know, they can chip me down if they want to. Very surprised at the Iron Moth Flame Charge, but I get it, I guess. But I don't know. A lot of Garchomps run Dragon Tail, so it is a bit, it's a bit silly at times. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna Dragon Tail actually, because they could go Dragonite here, predicting the Earthquake. They recover. Let's go. Recover what? So now we're leaving them a little bit lower than they would have been otherwise. We can switch out in front of the Iron Moth, but I honestly don't think I want to. Yeah, it's this. Perfect. Break the thing. Let's go. All right. So, Dragonite. Dragonite. I'm going to assume you're banded just because you aren't boots. So, banded to Garchomp. I'm at 121. I'm just trying to see if I need to Dragon Dance or not. Let's see if it's Dragon Claw. It would kill me. Not Dragon Dance. I was seeing if I need to Endure or not. And I guess Endure doesn't matter because the Salt Cure will finish me off regardless. So yeah, let's just Dragon Tail in case they want to dance. They Outrage. Perfect. Because this means I can Rapid Spin with Great Tusk and probably just win. Although if I do that, I have to win, because then Gastrodon cannot tank a hit from what's it called. Because what I'm thinking in my head is I'm gonna Terra Steel here to resist the Outrage. Let's see, how much does Outrage do if I'm not what's it called? If I'm not Terra'd. Banded should do 71 to 84. The only issue is if they're not banded, then if they're not banded, does an Outrage into E-Speed knock me out? No. Okay. So I guess I don't necessarily need to, wait, I outspeed it. Wait a minute. What am I saying? I don't even... The Rapid Spin is just for Iron Moth. That's why I want a Rapid Spin. Right. Well, then I should Terra Steel, then. I'll do it. I'll do it. This is to get the +1 speed so that we can guarantee live a... Not guarantee live. So that we can guarantee outspeed the Iron Moth and kill it with Ice Spinner. I think Great Tusk is going to do it game 1, which is really dope. Don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I think it's possible. We just got to... How much do we do to Garganical from full? If there's Spadef. If there's Spadef, we don't knock it out, but they also can't knock us out, in theory. That did a lot. I'm going to assume you're banded. Anyways, we could Rapid Spin again, funny enough, but we're going to Ice Spinner. Spin in the ice, and then they have to go Garganical. They can't go Iron Moth. You will be dying. So let's see. Garganical, if it's Fizz Def, it does get 2 KO'd, thankfully. Even after protecting. Oh, and they go this. Perfect. We win. We guarantee win now. Let's go. This is why you run Jolly Max Great Tusk. Let's go. It did it game 1. I didn't think it was going to do it game 1. I thought it was going to take me a while because, like I said, when I was practicing on Showdown, I'd never even used Great Tusk just because, like, I feel like people build on Showdown a hell of a lot differently than they do for Wi-Fi. Like somebody led T-Spike's Meowscarada against me, and I was like, huh? What are you doing? You're a Meowscarada against a mono ground team, and you're leading T-Spikes? It's really weird. But regardless, we are going to Headlong Rush because it sounds cooler than Close Combat. And they protect for some reason. I can't tell you why, but they do. Maybe they just wanted to... I guess they're lefties, probably? I guess that's why. But I 2 KO here, regardless of their set. Yeah, they're not even lefties. So yeah, let's just Headlong Rush and knock them the fuck out. Let's go! Yes, dude, Great Tusk did it. Let's go. I don't care what happens for the rest of the games. Great Tusk Got the sweep. Game 1, and that's all you can ask for. Let's go. Shout out to the homie. Glad I brought that over Iron Treads, because like I said, it was a toss-up. It was a bit of a toss-up. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Alright, and speaking of Meowscarada, we do see a Meowscarada. A lot of these teams usually end up leading Baxcalibur or Fluttermane. I suppose Iron Treads is good for both of those, in theory. I can Iron Head both of them. Rotom Heat doesn't really matter because I have Gastrodon, so I think I really want to lead Garchomp though, because I would Terra Water immediately and like Dragon Tail the dragon. I could also, and if they leave Meowscarada, I can just get up my rocks. It's just the only thing is Fluttermane, so I guess I have to bring you, and I guess Gastrodon, huh? Only issue is I'm definitely gonna want to save my Terra. But can I is the question. I guess Scarf Dougie isn't bad here against everything besides Rotom. But I think they would want to bring Rotom. You know what I mean? The ground immunity on the team. Because that's it. Everyone else, you know what I mean, is getting bopped. So yeah, let's go Gastrodon. I think this 3 can do it. Hopefully I can get up Rocks turn 1 with the Garchomp. And then, honestly, them leading Rotom would be the best case scenario. Because I can get up Rocks and then just Dragon Tail. Because that thing can't really touch me. It can Wisp me, but I don't need attack. You know what I mean? Like, Garchomp's role isn't to, you know, attack. It's to get up rocks, get chip on the physical guys, and Dragon Tail things out of the game. So let's see. Pretty cool profile picture dude's got. Or, yeah, ID card, whatever. I don't know. Do they lead off with, is that Fluttermane? Of course it is. Well, we have to go booster? No booster. We have to go into Iron Treads, unfortunately. Raw. And then threaten with an Iron Head, of course. And then hope they're not Life Orb. Hopefully they're Specs Moonblast. Okay, here's the Moonblast. That did a decent amount. No Life Orb chip. No Life Orb chip. Alright, so. Iron Head's pretty free against everything besides Arcanine, but I still have Garchomp for Arcanine, so I'm not too worried about that. So I am just going to Iron Head the Flutter. Will knock it out unless it's Sash, of course. And I don't think I die to a Mystical Fire from this range, especially because they're not Life Orb. So yeah, I like my chances here. The only opportunity, the only problem could be if they Terra Fire here, because then they would definitely resist the Iron Head, and then they definitely knock me out. And they do Mystical Fire, so they will be dying, tanking it. Let's go. Hopefully they're not Sash. Sash would be making me cry, kind of. They're Sash. Unfordingtons. So do I need this for something? Because the only issue is I'm going to have to go Gastrodon anyways. I could still use this for Bax if it doesn't. What's it called? Yeah, okay. So I think I have to go Gastrodon. Unfortunately. Damn. I needed a little bit more Spadef to be able to live a Moonblast in a Mystical Fire in a Mystical Fire. And it's not like I could have got Rocks up turn 1. It was in front of the fucking guy, you know what I mean? So, it didn't really do much. If Mystical Fire was a contact move, that would have been better. So, I was a little worried about Bundle, but I should have been more worried about Fluttermane. I thought I had a decent amount of prep for it, but I guess not. Is Surf the freest move? Kind of. Yeah. If they go the Grass type, I do have Garchomp in the back, and I will go into it if they end up going Meowscarada here. So they know all my 3, which is really bad to like disclose your 3 Pokemon before they even give you another one outside of their lead. So yeah, pretty bad for us to be honest. But they might switch out. They might think about it. Moonblast shouldn't be doing much to me. But yeah, they might. They do Size Shock. Okay, that was pretty smart actually. Okay. Didn't do too much. Didn't do as much as I thought it would. So yeah, this is still really good for Goldango, really good for Rotom. And that's kind of it. Everyone else I'd probably stay in on. Although, if it is Baxcalibur, I might just go hard into Garchomp and then Terra Water. Just to tank the Icicle hits and then Dragon Tail accordingly. Who is it? It is this. Alright, so I have Garchomp. I'm cool with going into it. Flower Trick, I don't think makes contact, so that's a little bit unfortunate. But regardless, this is definitely the play. Meowscarada, and then we already got rid of the Sash user, so rocks are kind of irrelevant here. But yeah, Flower Trick shouldn't do that much to me. Dragon Tail is still my better play, though. But yeah, and then they could knock off and try to, like... They could... U-turning here would be the best case scenario. Because then they get massive chip on themselves. But I'm assuming they're Banded. Banded would do quite a bit to me. Let's see. Banded does, like, almost half. Yeah, that's... Oh, that was... Yeah, I was going to say, that was a crit. That's Banded. So that's Banded. That is Banded. What are my outs to that? Nothing. I'm going to have to Terrafire Gastrodon and then Ice Beam, I think. Later. Not now, obviously, but later. So hopefully Great Tusk, or hopefully Iron Treads can deal with whatever comes in. We should be able to eat this. Yep, they got the same roll. Nice. All right, and land your Dragon Tail. Let's go. Let's go. Good chip. Good chip. Good chip. Really good chip. That's definitely Ice Beam range if I had to guess. On Gastrodon. Yeah, it's Ice Beam range. Unless they, you know, turn into a Dark type. Okay, and they have this. Damn, this is pretty bad. If they Dragon Dance, I lose. So I'm gonna Dragon Tail here. Ice Shard. Okay, so I could have Terra Watered. I think I would have lived. And then Dragon Tail would have done massive damage. But I needed Terrafire with Gastrodon to win. So yeah, we go out into Iron Treads. And we click Iron Head. They haven't Terra'd yet, so they could definitely Terra here. But I think our win con is Gastrodon anyway, so we're just going to have to go for it. I'm going to assume... I'm honestly going to assume they're... No, they're probably Assault Vest. But yeah, let's Iron Head. They could turn into an electric type, I guess, but that'd be kind of silly in my opinion against the mono ground team. But if you're specifically assuming a steel type move, they do Terra. Please be Ice. If you're Ice, I feel like I still die to Ice Shard, but still, it'd be better for me. It's ground. Of course it is. Wait, this is good for Gastro. Hold on, Gastro Ice Beam might just win the game. Gastro Ice Beam might just win the game. Oh, and we're getting chipped. Flinch, 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 flinch. Damn. Okay, yeah, Gastro Ice Beam might win the game. The only problem is, I think I'd lose to this anyways. I think I'm gonna lose to this anyways, unfortunately. I needed like Quick Claw Gastrodon here. It is what it is. I mean, we got the sweep with Great Tusk game 1. What more can you ask for? You know what I mean? But we will not Terrafire. Do they Icicle Crash or do they just Earthquake? If they Earthquake and I Terrafire, I obviously lose. But we'll just Ice Beam. The Glaive Rush. Okay, so none of the other scenarios mattered, and they just outcode us anyway. So yeah. Damn. So Baxcalibur kind of ground type Baxcalibur kind of puts a number on this team. I guess I needed to Ice Spinner. But even then, it didn't knock it out. You know what I mean? I needed the Iron Head flinch into Ice Spinner in order to win there. But it's okay. We move on to the next one. Let's just end off. Let's get 2 out of 3 wins. You know? All right, and here we are with the third and probably last battle. We do see a bit of a Rain Gang with Tinkerton as well. I think this is a really easy Garchomp lead. If they lead Pelipper, I'll probably Terra Water. Honestly, Terra Water looks insanely good here. It might just be a defensive Terra Garchomp game. Because it's good for Tinkerton as well. But yeah, we can both get up our rocks. They could Encore me, I suppose. But something that honestly looks really good, obviously, is Gastrodon, of course. It's good for a lot of their team, to be honest. Gastrodon might be able to just wall them if they don't have like Terra Grass on somebody. Or any grass coverage. And then something in the back. There's no ground immunities. Yes, there is. There's the Pelipper. I don't really like any of these guys, if I'm being honest, to bring in the back. Just because of the Palafin. But I guess I have a water immunity, so I really shouldn't care that much. But it's also not really a strong special attacker I'm worried about. And you know what? Dougie can definitely trap some stuff. So yeah, let's go with that. Let's bring Dougie. We didn't bring Dougie at all yet. And we brought Palos in like money videos before, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's bring the whole team in this video. Cause I'm pretty sure game 1 we did Great Tusk Showcase. Game 2, I don't even remember what happened. We lost, that's what I remember. And then see what happens in game 3. Garchomp. Alright, so hello Chomp, how you doing? Hi to kids. We're both getting up rocks, aren't we? I can spin, thankfully for me. So yeah, we're gonna get up rocks. See what they want to do. Do I have 4 speed invested? So I should outpace them if they're not invested. I do have 4 speed. So yeah, if they're uninvested, I will outpace them. Like, if they're just, like, max defense, max HP, max, like, not max, 4 attack, then I do outpace them. They do Terra here into a fairy? Like, what are you doing? Probably, right? Yeah, fairy. Okay, I mean, that's cool. I'm gonna get chip on you if you don't Terra Blast, so... This leads me to believe they're gonna be more of an offensive variant. They fling. Hello? Light Ball. You gonna para me? You can't para a ground type, right? You can. Alright. Who would have thought? I mean, that's cool, I guess. We got our rocks up, and then we can Earthquake on the next turn, get some chip. I said this was going to be a defensive Garchomp episode. I lied. The Palafin definitely is there, though. And I feel like if it is, Terra Watering is still pretty solid, to be honest. But they don't have an item anymore, which is pretty cool. I have Dougie Fresh. I think I do have to stay in, though, and just click Earthquake, get some chip. I don't want a defensive Terra now because I'm I paralyzed. You know what I mean? I could have like non-turns, which would suck. See what I'm saying? I could have non-turns, which would suck. It would suck, right? It would suck so much. It would suck so much to get a non-turn right there. Bruh. Bruh. At least we're getting chip with Dragon Tail, but shit, dude. Like, come on. This thing could have been hella weakened. Jesus. I'm gonna go right out into it. I don't care. I'm gonna go right back out into it, regardless of who comes in. That was so shitty, bro. What's this? Oh, lefties. I was like, what am I doing right now? That was so shitty. Could have got mad chip on them with Earthquake and Dragon Tail. Let's try it again. Maybe they Dragon Tail again. That'd be nice. They probably just Earthquake to try and get as much chip on this as possible, because weakening this for Palafin is probably their win con. I wouldn't be surprised if that was what it was. Let's see. Dragon Tail again, please. Yes. Nice. This is how we're going to get chip. This is how we're going to get chip, guys. So, dude, if I didn't get parried on one of those turns with Earthquake, we easily knock it out here. All right, perfect. Can my Dougie knock it out? Doug Trio. If they're defensive, it's a roll. But I'm led to believe they're not. I'm led to believe they're at most max HP. And we live here. I mean, I guess I could Terra Ground Earthquake. They can't switch out, though. That's the thing. So, yeah, let's just Earthquake, I guess. Hopefully it knocks them out. Yes, crit. I don't know if the crit mattered. If they were the same like set I had, then it did matter a lot. But if they weren't, then it was good. So yeah, they could go out into Pelipper here, but I could definitely heal spam with Gastrodon for at least a few turns. They do go Pelipper, so I am gonna switch out. Honestly, no, I'm gonna set Garchomp. That makes the most sense. It's really good if they Hurricane, because then we can go Gastrodon, and then if it's also really good if they U-turn. And we can get like a lot of mileage out of this turn if they U-turn. Lots of mileage. And then if they don't, we can go back out into Dougie, weaken them with Stone Edge, and then see where the day takes us. They do Hurricane, pretty cool. I'm gonna calc how much that does to Gastro. Pelipper Rain Setter with Hurricane if they're uninvested whatsoever. I'm assuming you're at least max HP. 252. Hold on, fellers. We're gonna try to win this game. Stone Edge crit will be nice against this thing, but even if it's just max HP, it tanks quite a bit. And then Gastrodon absolutely eats against what's it called? So I guess I should just stay in. I should just go Gastrodon instead, actually, and just fire off a Surf. Cause yeah, I tank every hit this thing can throw at me unless it's like Terra Grass. But they already Terra their Gastrodon. What's it called? So yeah, we're fine. We're just gonna Surf. Hurricane. We should tank this. Are they Specs? Doesn't look like Specs to me. Don't confuse me, please. Rain boosted Surfs. Let's go. That did not a lot. They can Roost for sure. I think I can afford to... I might Ice Beam. What does more? Surf definitely does more. It's definitely my best. I guess Ice Beam would do more if it freezes, though. Let's just Surf, though. They do U-turn. Oh, who we surfing on? Water Absorb Clodsire? I guess. That could be a thing. If it's Cloudsire, I could go hard. I could go hard Dougie. It's this. Oh, and it's Little. He's Whittle. Okay. We are going to have to recover here for sure. A part of me really wants to double in a Dougie, but they can't flip turn here. Yeah, so actually I should. Because then I trap the Pelipper, hit it with Stone Edge, and then I win with Gastrodon, no? Hold on. Does Dougie live like a close combat from this thing? What's this thing called? Palafin? If it's Choice Band Little Guy. Choice Band Little Guy, close combat. Because there's no way they can flip turn here, right? If they flip turn here, that's heinous behavior. And then what if Choice Band Close Combat does to just Gastrodon? It does, in theory, 2 KO from this range, so I actually have to recover instead. They do withdraw. I should have made the play. I was right. That's fine. I think Gastrodon will clutch this up, though. The other calc I can do is, does Dougie live a Pelipper hit if they Hurricane me? No, not even close. Uninvested has a chance to kill. So yeah, we will just surf here. Shark bait, hoo ha ha. And see what day takes us. I think I will Terra Fire on the Pelipper in case not on the Pelipper, on the Palafin in just for the off chance that it has a grass move. The rain did stop as well. Hero form. What does Dougie's Sucker Punch do? 19 to 20. So yeah, I just need to get a little bit of chip. With Earth Power, I guess? Not really a little bit of chip. I need quite a bit of chip, to be honest. Oh, wait! No, I think I win here. I think I actually win here. I don't think they can kill me with any hit. Unless it's close combat. Close combat. 82 to 96 on my Gastro. If it's banded. If it's Adamant Banded. It has to be Adamant Banded too. Yeah, if it's Adamant Banded, they guarantee win here. So I will just Terra for the hell of it in case they do have the grass move for some reason. And then let's Earth Power. Okay, so we Terra'd first, so they're not Terraing. They already Terra'd. I'm silly. They used Garchomp, right? Yeah, they did it with Garchomp. Okay, never mind. So unless they had some weird coverage move. Or I guess Ice Punch would be their next best move. So yeah, this is also good for that. Because now I resist. They do close combat. Don't be Adamant Band. They're Adamant Band. Wait, that means the... Wait, I win then. I win. With Dougie. Because that had to be Adamant Banded. Unless it's a crit popped up and I didn't see it. But yeah, they have to be. They have to be banded, so I win. I'm pretty sure Dougie clutches. I'm pretty sure Dougie clutches. Because unless a crit popped up and I didn't see it, Dougie clutches here. Let's go! Let's go, Dougie. Hey, you know, we brought it and it worked. Let's go. So Mono Ground can get some wins. At least 2 out of 3 times. Pretty dope. I'm honestly shocked. We beat the Rain team, guys. We beat the Rain team with the Mono Ground. So that is going to be our little bit of a showcase of Mono Ground. Weakness Policy Great Tusk was super dope for the first game. And then the second game, I don't really remember. I think if we made a few reads, we could have potentially won, is what I'm thinking. But yeah, dude, shout out to Gastrodon, MVP probably. I was hoping Garchomp could do a little bit more, but obviously, you know, it got full pair 2 turns. So like, what can you do? But with that being said, it did weaken the other Garchomp a lot with Dragon Tail. With that being said, we're going to get up out of here. If you all like what you saw and you saw what you like, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comment section down below if you ended up using the team, as well as any other mono-type runs you want to see in the future, or any other Pokemon just in general. With that being said, I'm going to get up out of here. Peace.